Tyrod sets up, looks downfield, got a couple of targets, including Sammy in the end zone, makes the catch. Did he hang on? Yes! Touchdown, Buffalo!
Gives to Bilal Powell, who runs left, gets to the 15, at the 10, at the 5, to the end zone!
Greg Rosenthal, Colleen Wolfe checking out Bills and Jets game of the week coming up in the AFC East.
Get excited, folks. Meadowlands, that's been the saddest stadium in the league in the second half of the season. You gotta admit.
And it'll be a little sad for Bills players, too, after the organization fired head coach Rex Ryan. Do you think he got a fair shake?
It was his defense that got him fired. You know, if they could just hold the Dolphins last week to
that's all they needed to do.
Less than 34 points, they would still be in the playoff mix. So I don't blame them, but I don't think it makes sense to have kept Doug Whaley. He's the one who hired Doug Marrone. Didn't get along with him. He's the one who hired Rex Ryan. They didn't really see eye to eye, and yet he gets another chance. They have the fewest amount of drafted players on their roster of any team in the league. That does not speak well for a guy who's been there. He's Teflon. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Rex Ryan as head coach, Tyrod Taylor was safe. I mean, Rex Ryan would go to bat for him. He wanted him in the game.
Yeah.
And now that Rex is gone, they've announced that E.J. Manuel is going to be the starter this week, and they're going to bench Tyrod Taylor. So what does that mean for Taylor and E.J.?
It's crazy. Ian Rappaport, our NFL media insider, reported this, and he said that Doug Whaley in the front office have wanted Manuel to start for weeks because Whaley's the guy who started E.J. Manuel. We've seen enough of E.J. Manuel. Tyrod Taylor is coming off one of the best games he's ever had. Tyrod Taylor is a middle-of-the-pack starting quarterback in the NFL, which, by the way, the Bills have not had since Drew Bledsoe. That's more than 10 years ago. I think Tyrod is better than him. He's either easily better than Manuel. It's a boondoggle.
Yeah, a boondoggle. It is a mess. Here's the draft order for 2017 if the season ended today. You have the Jets up there at number 6, another team that's sort of playing like a mess right now. They've come out and looked really lackluster. Their quarterbacks have been getting hit a ton. Bryce Petty, he was knocked out of the game with a concussion. Ryan Fitzpatrick was running for his life. I mean, what do you think about this offense with these quarterbacks?
They have less to build around than any team in the AFC. I think this is the worst situation. I would put the 49ers maybe even worse than them in the NFC. So do you fire Todd Bowles? It's like, what is a new coach going to come in here and do? Todd Bowles is solid. Like, changing coaches every 2 years is not going to work for the Jets. The roster's not great. I don't think they really underachieved. I think they're a 4-12 type of team.
But in terms of, coaching, and you look at the talent that they have and the way that they've come out in a couple of these games this year, specifically 3 of their last 4 games, when you look at the Jets against the Colts on Monday Night Football, the Jets against Miami, and Matt Moore, they let him score 4 touchdowns.
I mean, they're trying hard in that Miami game. I don't think competing is a problem against the Patriots. They can't match up with the Patriots. They don't have a quarterback.
That's true.
Give Todd Bowles a chance. He was a Coach of the Year candidate. You know what's common in New York is the owner stays the same, but the coaches and the GMs change every couple of years. Like that formula is not working.
And that's got to be tough for players to have to keep learning new systems and getting used to different personnel in there. Okay, back to Week 17. Who's winning this game?
I'm going Bills. I mean, Bills are a solid team. They've outscored opponents this year by a decent amount. It was a little unlucky, Rex Ryan, to be 7-8. They easily could have been a 10-5 and 9-6 type of team.
Bills and E.J. Manuel.
Yeah, E.J. Manuel.
All right, we'll see. The Anthony Lynn era begins next week, even if it is only for 1 week. The Jets and the Bills on Sunday.